Hi, welcome to the Soulmate Twin Flame Journey preview for the week of November 6th through the 12th. This is going to capture some of the soulmate journeys that are going on, and not everybody's on the same time. So what I'm going to do, if you click the link below, when we're done with this video, you can shoot over to Vimeo, and I will also look at a couple other scenarios, and hopefully it will apply to your situation. So what we have currently is the 10 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. So what I'm hearing for some of you, you actually are going to receive communication. Now this is a journey where we're looking at about 8-month length of time. So for some of you, you actually have that communication coming in, meaning that you've been involved with your soulmate twin flame for about 8 months from the time you met them till now. Communication has not been happening. Or it's very, very little communication, if any at all. But they are actually going to communicate with you, and they are at a distance. So this is a different state, a different country, but they are far away from you, physically far away from you. So for this group, you're going to receive communication from them, and they've actually grown. They've done some of their healing. They're ready. They feel confident to come forward. And they are going to give you an apology, okay, for what took place, because what you didn't know was things were taking place in the background that they needed to heal and to resolve. And that is part of the journey. You see, the two of you go through scenarios where you actually are healing. You come together, you meet, you have this amazing connection, and then you part ways. And when you part ways, that's when the real healing begins. When we meet our soulmate twin flame, it triggers us to do the internal healing and growth that is on the spiritual level, which is why we are meeting them in this lifetime. Some of the soulmates can be a life partner, while others may not be. Now, for this group, you've actually been waiting for them to communicate, and they've been working very hard, not just on their finances, but they have been working on their finances. What they've been doing is kind of working very hard on their finances, healing a little bit, diving into the finances, healing a little bit. Now they're in a place, which is a very short period of time to do the healing. So they want to come forward. They want to offer an apology, and through this apology, they want to extend an offer to move forward with you. So I'm going to pull a couple of clarifying cards on this. So we have the 7 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. So there was some real sneaky, not very nice behavior going on behind this person's actions. Now, what I'm hearing for this group of you, they basically stole your heart, and you feel a sense of betrayal with them. They hurt you deeply, okay? You had this amazing connection. They stole your heart, and poof, they're kind of gone. You had either no communication or very little communication again. But this has been a really heavy burden, not just for you, but for them as well, because they recognize now what they did wrong, and they're coming back to offer an apology. They've been trying very hard to work on their finances because they need to present something to you. What I'm hearing is they saw you up here and they were down here. So they needed to bring their self-confidence up to the same level as you are. This was a very heavy burden for them. This actually was a very challenging situation for them. You see, if it's a true twin flame journey, there's not just healing to do in this lifetime, but it can also be healing that is from prior lifetimes here. A lot of healing, a lot of work, a lot of hard work to release and let go of that past, to forgive the people of the past. So they've been working very, very hard at it while they're trying to build their finances. It's important for you when they communicate with this apology to tell them how you felt, to tell them that you felt this sense of betrayal, that you felt they stole your heart and ran away and left you hanging. You literally didn't know what to do. There was no closure. There was just no communication, or like I said, very little. And when I say very little, I'm talking very little. You could send them 6, 8 text messages or emails with maybe one response back out of all of those, and it had nothing to do with what you put in your writing. That is just part of the journey, because you're on different pages now. Even though you are connected, the healing of this person and the healing of this person needs to be done on their own, in their own time frame. The person who is the chaser typically is the one who's enlightened first. They're the ones who typically are watching this video. They're the ones who may see what their life purpose is and know that it's time for them to move forward. But for this group of you, again, this is about an 8-month journey. And they are coming forward to offer an apology for what they did. They recognize what they did. It's important for you to stand your ground. Very important for you to share with them how you felt, okay? Now, through this, there may be an offer for some of you to start a new beginning. And for others, it's an apology that may lead to further communication from this person. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to take and try to capture another scenario for another group of you and see where we can go from there. And that would be the link below to Vimeo, and shoot over there and we'll see if we can capture yours as well. Much love.